Sebastian Vettel is a Grand Prix winner!
More than thrilled and excited about making a pole here in Monaco.
Vettel wasn't phased, he was on provisional pole. Only Massa could spoil his afternoon, but he only managed 6th, leaving Vettel to become the youngest driver to take pole position.
Vettel hits it, and away we go. We're racing at Monza. Sebastian Vettel leads a Grand Prix for the first time. What about Vettel? A 1:35.534 compared to Kovalainen 1:37.241. 1.7 seconds quicker. Tremendous performance by Vettel. He leads Kovalainen. Sebastian Vettel is a Grand Prix winner for the first time. He's the youngest ever, and that's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in Grand Prix racing.
You have won the Italian Grand Prix. You have won the Italian Grand Prix. Bravissimo. Impressionante.
I don't know what to say. Grazie mille. Grazie mille.
I think it's for sure the best day of my life. I mean, these pictures, these emotions, I will never forget. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's so much better than you might think it is. It's great.
As we leave the grid in Abu Dhabi, Vettel moves forward. Alonso comes through, Button's got the jump. Alonso down into 4th. Hamilton goes close, but Vettel still leads.
Balance is good, I can go faster if you want.
No, you don't need to. Just protect the tyres if you need to. Just protect the tyres if you need to, that's all.
And now Sebastian Vettel wins in Abu Dhabi to be Drivers' Champion for 2010. It's a double for Red Bull.
Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion! You are the man!
Oh, thank you, boys. Unbelievable. Thank you, I love you.
We have only really led this championship once, and when it matters.
He wants the real thing this year. He wants the 2 points for pole. Oliver Bearman over the line. Oliver Bearman with a gauntlet thrown down. Pole position in race number 2. Congratulations to Formula One's latest driver. Oliver Bearman, 18 years of age, will become the youngest ever Ferrari driver, sitting in for Carlos Sainz, who has appendicitis. Oliver Bearman into turn number 1, moving up and claiming his place in the points. The Haas is in the way, but only for the moment. That's the pass he's been looking for.
And there is Lando behind 6.2 and Hamilton behind. Lando, they box for soft. I'll keep you posted with this pace.
Bearman, if he keeps this consistency, he's actually just done his best lap of the race. He's only a 10.5 slower than Norris. Absolutely cracking drive this from Ollie Bearman.
And Norris struggling a bit with tyres there. He's fighting with Hamilton as well. We can do it.
And look at this moment for the 18-year-old from Chelmsford. And it's points on debut for Oliver Bearman. Ferrari's youngest ever Formula One driver is a point scorer.
And P7, awesome job, mate.
I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun out there.
Fernando Alonso's the name, age 21, the youngest ever pole sitter. It's another big surprise in F1 2003.
I'm 21 years old. It's a fantastic moment for me. But the race is tomorrow, and we hope to do a good race.
Tremendous start, nailed it into the first corner, ran off with it really, put in the sort of pace we expected. It wasn't fast enough to win the Grand Prix because the car is not quite fast enough yet. Alonso was a star all weekend. Great to see Alonso up there on the podium too for me.
I have to say thank you to the team because this weekend was fantastic for me.
Here we go. Is there a chance to respond for Fernando Alonso? Forces a defensive move. That's not what Perez needs. If he goes off the racing line, he could be vulnerable to 4. Alonso is going to get the run down at turn number 4. This is going to be super aggressive between the two of them. Alonso's fought his way back through. What a move, Fernando Alonso, on the last lap. There's that wide line from the Aston Martin driver time and time again. He will go up through the gears. They're both planted to the floor, and you have just seen a brilliant race from the top 2, but it's going to be Fernando Alonso across the line. He gets close. He just hangs on in a superb finish to the line. It was decided for 3rd place by 53 thousandths of a second.
Yeah, it was just intense. I mean, 2 laps before the checkered flag, he overtook me. I thought everything was done by that moment, but in the last lap I had another chance and I went for it, and very close to the line. So yeah, very aggressive moves, a lot of respect, and I'm happy that it was with Checo and we could put a good show.
Michael Schumacher had struggled to reach the heights for which he was famed during his second stint as a Formula One driver. But at Monaco in 2012, the German drove an utterly scintillating lap to take what would have been the final pole position of his career. A grid penalty for a previous infringement dropped him to 6th on the grid, but it took nothing away from what had been a superb performance and a reminder to all of the genius behind the wheel.
I'm more than thrilled and excited about making a pole here in Monaco after sort of what I have gone through in the last 2.5 years. Yeah, it's just fabulous, and that's what it sticks into my mind.
And we're underway for the Belgian Grand Prix of 2019. Great start for Charles Leclerc, who covers off his teammate. The Monegasque looking for his first ever Formula One victory. He's been on the podium on multiple occasions so far this year, but never on the top step. Charles Leclerc has got to the final corner of the final lap. He's withstood the pressure. He's been denied before. He will not be denied today. And for the first time in Formula One, Charles Leclerc wins, and he wins the Belgian Grand Prix for Ferrari.
Yes. Congratulations. Yes.
Well done.
First victory in F1. This one is hard one. It feels good, but yeah, difficult to enjoy on a weekend like this.
I've got a dream since being a child that has been realized. On the other hand, it has been a very difficult weekend since yesterday. We have lost a friend, first of all, but yeah, it's very difficult in these situations. So yeah, I would like to dedicate my first win to him.
It's lights out, and away we go. It's a really good start by Lewis Hamilton. It's a good start by Magnussen, who's gone across the Ferrari. How did they not touch? Watch Kevin Magnussen there go right across.
He just lit up the rear tyres and very nearly went hard left into the barrier.
Kevin Magnussen all over Lewis Hamilton here, going into the next lap, and Magnussen has managed to get past him, and we're getting so much overtaking on this first lap. It's Kevin Magnussen, the first Danish driver to finish on a Formula One podium. And I think we're going to be talking about that man a lot this year.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, really. It just seems so surreal.
I'm very happy with the chance they've given me. You're racing for a top team now, so that was always the plan, what I wanted to do. And yeah, with the risk, to be honest, I think it was a bigger risk with to be so young in Formula One, but I've all handled it pretty well.
And it's Nico Rosberg, and Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The two Mercedes come together.
Extraordinary drive from this teenager.
His dad, Jos Verstappen, stood on the podium twice in 1994, but he never stood on the top step of the podium. And this afternoon at the Circuit de Catalunya, the sun is out, the smiles will be out. At 18 years and 227 days old, Max Verstappen wins a Formula One Grand Prix, wins the Spanish Grand Prix, and is the youngest driver ever to win a Formula One World Championship Grand Prix.
Yes! Yes! Unbelievable, Max. Unbelievable.
This race felt like an endurance race to me, especially the last 10 laps. I couldn't believe it, I was leading the race. Today, just everything went well. I mean, I could hold on to the tires, and I think we did the best strategy possible, and yeah, unbelievable. I can't believe it.
There's Hakkinen, and he's having another go there. Big lock up there. I think he's got a brake problem. Yes, Mansell goes through definitely this time, and Mika Hakkinen is not going to get it back. And that looks, Schumacher's off. Schumacher's lost tyres. Yeah. Hill goes by. Oh, out goes Schumacher. Nigel Mansell can see a Grand Prix victory in his return year to Formula One in front of him, and Gerhard Berger can see a second win for Ferrari, and Berger goes straight on. He gets unsighted by the Minardi, and Mansell is through. Nigel Mansell leads in Australia again on lap 64. Nigel Mansell is almost home and dry to win the 1994 Australian Grand Prix, and Nigel Mansell wins in Australia. Fantastic!
Yeah, we had an exciting time, and it's just fantastic that I managed to win for the team after the problems of Damon and Michael.
Norris has got a middle sector to be proud of. Lewis Hamilton is not going to improve on the front row. He couldn't get the time he wanted. Ricciardo goes third fastest. Lando Norris crosses the line. Lando Norris is on pole for the first time in his Formula One career.
Okay, pole position, mate. Pole position.
Oh, baby! Oh my God! Oh!
It feels amazing. I don't know what to say. Quite a manic session, but it was going well, and obviously we made the decision in the end to go slicks, but you never think you're going to get a pole until you get it, and now I've managed to do it, so yeah, extremely happy.
Starting the race in a midfield mash with Juan Pablo Montoya and Eddie Irvine in front, a cool and confident Kimi soon picked up places as mistakes and mechanical issues whittled away the leaders. And if there were still any who doubted his right to race amongst motorsport's elite, his performance on track silenced them. Just 6 months after he'd first sat in a Formula One car, Raikkonen finished the 2001 Australian Grand Prix 6th, earning the Finn his first championship point and a score on debut, a rare feat.
The start wasn't really good. I lost many places on there, but next time I will do better.
And it's lights out and away we go. Hamilton and Raikkonen get away well, and Hamilton goes to cut Kimi off, but Kimi's going to dart down the inside, is he? Going into turn one now, Raikkonen is just ahead of Hamilton. Bottas in third, Ricciardo on the inside of Bottas. Vettel goes wide, Kimi Raikkonen leads the Grand Prix. DRS for Lewis Hamilton, fast pace from the Ferrari. Hamilton tries to go down the inside, he can't do it once again. Is the outside the way to go here? Once again, Hamilton gets great traction out of turn 12. Now trying to go round the outside and is really being held up by Kimi Raikkonen. For the first time in 113 races, the checkered flag for him as a winner. Kimi Raikkonen wins the US Grand Prix and breaks the record for the longest gap between race wins. It is victory for Ferrari. It is victory for Kimi.
Grande Kimi, grande Kimi. Well done, my friend.
Thank you. Finally.
And this time, Lance Stroll now makes a move on Felipe Massa. And Daniel Ricciardo's in that fight. And Nico Hülkenberg as well. And Massa's getting sorted out by the pack. And down the inside goes Daniel Ricciardo. What a move from the Australian. He's picked up a couple of places in one corner. Hamilton from Vettel, from Daniel Ricciardo. Then comes Lance Stroll and Felipe Massa and Nico Hülkenberg.
Okay, Lewis, you've got to box next lap. You've got to box next lap. We need to fix this headrest.
It's a safety issue, Crofty. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. From the race lead, Lewis Hamilton is going to have to box. The stewards have decided that Vettel driving into Hamilton is worthy of a 10-second stop-go penalty. Lance Stroll, has he been overtaken by Valtteri Bottas? Just on the line, Bottas gets second. A podium for Lance Stroll. Williams get their first podium since Bottas stood on the podium for them in Canada last year.
I'm just lost for words right now. Just lost out to Valtteri there in the end. I think that was probably one of the closest finishes of all time. I couldn't believe coming into the weekend that I'd be standing here on the podium. It's so amazing.
Start by both the McLarens. Look at Kubica attacking Hamilton. We've got yellow flags at the back. Hamilton's had some manners put on him by Kubica, but he comes round the outside. He's also gone round Alonso. Stunning start by Lewis Hamilton. Up into third place. Raikkonen pulls away.
Well, Alonso pits. There he goes. Alonso away. Well, surely he's going to come out in front of Lewis Hamilton. Or is he? Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's only just coming into the pit straight. Alonso's done enough there.
Hamilton has crossed the line. There he is. A wonderful podium for the new rising star of British motorsport.
I'm ecstatic to be here. I mean, podium for my first race. Couldn't be more happy.
George Russell could be on for pole position here in Spa for the first in his career in a Williams. Across the line goes George Russell. It's provisional pole for the Williams and George Russell. And now it's the charge to the line for Max Verstappen. It's going to come up quickly. Is it going to come up quickly enough for pole? Yes, it is. Verstappen denies George Russell. It is Red Bull on pole. You can hear the Dutch fans cheer that one. But they'll be celebrating in the Red Bull garage and at the other end of the pit lane down at Williams as well, because it's a front row for for George Russell in Spa.
George Russell, P2.
Come on! Yes! Yes! Woo! Yes, guys! Oh my God!
This is nothing like a Spa weekend.
Yeah, mate, I can't see anything up to a route finish up. Absolutely nothing. Into turn 5. Can't even see Verstappen red light.
The decision has been made. The race will not resume. George Russell will stand on the podium many, many times in the future in Formula One, but he does get his first podium in this sport in his 50th Grand Prix this afternoon.
And the sprint race is go! Poor reaction time for Lando Norris. George Russell got the jump. He's going to be up to second place. Good chance as well for Sainz to the inside. Piastri holds the lead. Russell is up to second, but he's wide. It'll open the door. Verstappen is losing a hatful of places. George Russell's to the inside of Carlos Sainz. George Russell now takes second place. Oscar Piastri with the dream launch off the line. And George Russell takes the lead. Both McLarens on the back foot and Russell on the soft tyres fights a way through. We welcome back to the fight Oscar Piastri. Russell got the launch off the line. He then got the lead, but now he might be about to lose it. The Australian rookie driver ignores the defence from George Russell and takes the lead back in the sprint. Oscar Piastri wins the sprint to take McLaren to the top step once again.
Thank you. I had a bit of a heart attack when all the soft guys went past at the start, but very, very well managed. And yes, thanks for the toys updates as well.
And yeah, first sprint win sounds pretty cool.